The machinery at Blyford gold mine fell silent 4 years ago. Around 1,700 people lost their jobs. They say they feel abandoned by their employer and the South African government, which is refusing to help.
Who's going to come out and say I'm responsible? Nobody's going to say I'm responsible. So basically what I'm saying to you is the community is by itself. They are in the no man's land.
When the mining company Village Main Reef moved out, the criminals moved in, vandalising the buildings and stealing cables to sell the metal. Former employees patrol the abandoned mine, hoping a new owner will give them a job. So far, theirs are the only footsteps to be heard here. Some find it hard to believe government promises that their interests are a priority at the biggest mining conference on the continent.
As we move mining forward, let us take everyone along and ensure that indeed the mineral wealth beneath our soil benefit all South Africans.
The government has also angered the mining industry by suggesting 26% of mines should be permanently owned by black people as a way to share resource wealth. Black ownership has its own critics among community groups who say it will only be good for a small number of wealthy black people. The issue of how to ensure black communities benefit from mining is central to this conference. But the problem for struggling communities like the one in Blyford is that smartly dressed delegates talking about the issues doesn't change their reality, in which they continue to feel forgotten. The government proposal of 26% black ownership is being challenged in the courts.
Well, it's very easy to point fingers at the industry for not having done enough, but we can equally point fingers at local government, at national government, at communities themselves for not having done enough in terms of the partnerships that are required to get the outcomes that we need.
Back in Blyford, former miners try their hand at sewing to make ends meet. And they're moving thousands of employment records to a safer place, hoping that soon someone takes as much care of their future as they're doing of their past. Tania, Jazeera, South Africa.